You know, one of the things that I said I want to do this year um, was work on being a little bit more open. And I mean that in all facets of my life. Not just on camera, but personally, professionally, creatively, artistically, all that good stuff. So, I'm going to start my journey today by telling you a little bit more about myself. And I'll be honest with you, I had absolutely no intentions on ever talking about this, especially on YouTube, but in an effort to try to become better, I figured I might as well. Oh, before I begin, this is not an advice video. I have absolutely no advice to give you. All I'm doing is really just like bearing a little bit of myself to you. And if you get something out of it, great. And if you don't, I won't be surprised, quite frankly, because this is just me talking about myself, which I really don't like doing, to be honest. This is really hard. Okay. Since I was 13, I've dealt with depression. And obviously I'm not 13 anymore, so I've been dealing with this for a long time. Some days are better than others, and some months are worse than others. I can't even tell you what triggers it. I really can't. I wish I could, but I cannot. It wasn't until I turned 19, however, that I was actually professionally diagnosed with manic depression, also known as bipolar disorder. And I was on medication for a while. I took myself off medication. I don't recommend that anyone ever does that because it was the worst thing I could have done, but I did it. Anyway, let me tell you what sparked this video, okay? It started yesterday. Yesterday, I had the intention on doing a nighttime show on Blog TV. Now, when I go live on Blog, I usually pick the time 9 o'clock because I like the number 9. So I figured, okay, it's 9 o'clock and I'll do a show. And normally when I'm about to do a show, I'll post a quick little video on YouTube for those of you who don't have a Blog TV account, just to let you know I'll be live on Blog, you know, whatever. And just as I was about to get dressed, set up the camera, and just say a little something for like 40 seconds, I stopped and I said, who the hell wants to see me on Blog TV? Why am I doing this? Nobody cares what I have to say. Like, why am I getting on camera right now? Nobody even, I don't even matter right now. Like, who cares? And I just started having really all these negative feelings about myself, which is pretty often, I'm not gonna lie. And then I just burst into tears. And I honestly cannot tell you why I started feeling that way about myself just in that moment. As soon as I was about to, you know, say that I'm going to be on Block TV, blah, blah, and I just stopped myself and I'm like, no, this is stupid, this is pointless, nobody gives a crap. So, needless to say, I did not do a show last night. Yeah. My type of depression comes in waves, and there are times where, please forgive me if I start crying, there are times where I'm fine. And I hate to describe it this way, but it's kind of like being on a high without being high. Okay, like I'm very artistic and I have all these great ideas, and I'm just like literally like overflowing with ideas in my head. I just like want to write stuff down and do these things and do everything. You know what I mean? Like I just want to do everything. And then there are times where when I do crash, I don't want to live anymore, quite frankly. And those times sometimes can be a span of a few hours or a few weeks. And in those times, I just shut myself out. I don't talk to anyone. I don't return phone calls. I don't return texts. I just go into my little shell because I just feel like nobody cares. Like I'm just dealing with so much right now. It's like nobody's worried about what's going on with me. Who am I, you know? I deal with a lot of negative feelings. Like I said, this is not an advice video. I don't have advice for you if you're going through depression. All I can tell you is you are sure as hell not the only one going through it. If you have the same type of affliction. But of course, there's a lot of negative stigma attached to it, which is why it's really hard for me to open up to you guys about it, because I know that after this video, you may look at me differently. And I thought about that really hard. And I made the comment on Twitter today that, you know, I was thinking about recording a video, but I was kind of nervous about it because I didn't think that as many people would like me anymore. Which, I don't know if that may be in fact true. But like I said, this is for me, it's just a way of just displaying a different side of myself. When you see me on camera, you know, making different types of videos, I really don't know what you think of me. And whatever you do think of me, I really don't even blame you for anymore, because I know that I control what you see on my channel, and if you do think negatively of me, it's my fault. And I can't help that anymore. So, you know, I allow you to think whatever you want about me at this point, especially after this video. I'm like embarrassed about this video, okay? I am embarrassed about this because this is something that I don't talk about. And I'm the type of person, I suffer in silence, and I don't talk to anybody about my problems because, and I made this comment before. Remember, I was talking to one of my friends on the phone last week, and I told him, you know, I was like, I just feel like I'm burdening people. I really do. This is why I really don't keep in touch with anybody. I don't. And it's not that I don't care. It's that I just don't want to bother you, you know? And I always feel that way. I can't help it. It's just ingrained in me. A lot of people would say, well, you know, if you suffer from depression, you have these types of feelings, why don't you just get help? Why don't you just snap out of it? Like, damn it, if it was only that simple. Remember, I told you I've been dealing with this since I was 13? It's not that simple. I've tried the medication route. I was miserable. I tried the counseling route. I was miserable. And now, what do? I just take it one day at a time. Like, it sounds like such a cliche, but it's true. Like, I don't like feeling like this. Like this, I'm humiliated right now, just even confessing this to you. Trying really hard not to freak out. And I don't want to freak you out either. You know what I'm saying? Because think of it this way, and this is just the way I look at it. If I got on camera every single time and all I did was bitch and complain about my life, how often would you want to see my videos? Seriously, when's the last time you went to YouTube and put in the search engine, hot chick complaining about her life? I'll wait. Yeah, exactly. You've never done that. When you get on YouTube, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see people yelling and screaming and complaining and ranting. It's just not attractive and it's not cute. I know that. So when I get on camera, I make sure that I don't show you that side of me, because that's, you know, it's just maybe like in an isolated incident where I probably get on camera and, like, you know, rant for a good 2 seconds. Fine. But you don't want to see that every time, which is why I make it a point to not show you that side of me, because I know it's not cute. I know that. I'm really good at compartmentalizing. When I get on camera, I don't think about how terrible I feel about myself. You know, I just do what I have to do while the camera's rolling. And then I deal with those feelings later. Or sometimes I don't deal with them at all. I just stuff them inside. I don't think about it until something like yesterday, which was the dumbest thing. I feel like a freaking idiot. Like, it's very frustrating being me. I think way too much, and I don't accept help, and I know that, and that's my burden. And this is exactly why I said this is not an advice video, because I have no advice for you. All I'm doing is just showing you a different side of myself. Whether or not this will be appreciated, I don't know. I tried really hard to keep it together on this video because I don't plan on doing any type of editing to it. So if you see me get upset, then you see me get upset. I really don't want to freak you out. You know, I'm not going to do anything crazy. Calm down. It's not that serious. I'll be alright. It's just a really bad week. But then the next video, I act like nothing ever happened, so that's okay. Yeah, so this is all part of me opening up. Fun, right? Yeah. I'll see you later.